Do you forgive yourself? This month, we are going to talk a little bit about self-forgiveness, self-love, and I'm Stephanie. I am a retired party girl. I'm a boy mama, and I'm using my voice to help mamas undim their light and shine some truth on what alcohol really is doing to us. And so the month of February is the month of love. So I'm going to be doing video shows every single month or every single week talking about how love and sobriety pertain to each other. So I knew that I had to start with forgiveness because that's one of the biggest deals, right? Like, if you don't forgive yourself, you're not going to forgive others. And so it's the quickest way to start loving yourself is to forgive. So hear me out. This is like one of the trickiest subjects I could even try to broach, but I just knew it had to be done. So here we go. When I was in the middle of my addiction with alcohol, I did make notes because I'm always nervous live. When I was in the midst of addiction to alcohol, I had like pure disdain for myself. I was disgusted and overwhelmed and ashamed. I felt like an imposter. I went from seeing myself as this like loving and fun and vibrant woman to run down, overweight, undercared for, unhappy, and just kind of waiting for my next drink. And you can look back at my highlight reels all over social media and it'll look amazing. And that's what they're there for. It's not real though. You just have to judge how you're feeling inside. And if alcohol is affecting you negatively, just take a look at it. So I saw myself as like ugly inside and out. And I just was waiting for the next acceptable time to have a drink. And the acceptable times became super unacceptable, like White Claws on the way to soccer games and Kahlua in our coffee if it was a cold soccer game and red wine at movie theaters and always a to-go cup. So that's also like you won't even realize until you quit how many little triggers there are for things like that. You're like, oh, reaching for a drink and all the time. And it just is crazy. Once you stop for a while, you'll realize how habitual that is. So I wasn't drinking in the morning yet, like morning, which is awesome. But I did finally hit my rock bottom in September, so just a few months ago. And all of our rock bottoms are different. You know, yours might be an argument with a girlfriend or falling or a DUI. And I had two DUIs, and that was not my rock bottom yet. Mine was getting drunk and blacked out at my son's birthday party that evening, not at his party, but that night. And that was just enough was enough, you know? So everybody's going to have their own point. And, you know, speaking of rock bottom, I remember when I was a little girl, I was making my mom vodka and cranberry before I got on the school bus in the morning. I didn't know there was anything wrong with that at the time. And of course, years and years later, I'm like, oh my God, that's brutal. And she never did really hit her rock bottom because she died. She died from cirrhosis of the liver and at 54 years old. So that's another thing is that there's so many dangers, even if you're not hitting rock bottom and doing embarrassing things and it's not really causing a problem, take a look at what it's actually doing to our bodies. So back to forgiveness. Let me see. Okay. So what I do know is that there's no way to forgive yourself if you're still drinking. Because the point of drinking is to like numb the pain and make us feel better, even though it's just a temporary fix. There's no way you can do both. So if you'll just give yourself 30 days, 15 to 30 days, and if you think, wow, I don't know if I can make it that long, then that's another reason to stop, because I never thought I could quit. 30 days sounded like an eternity. And it takes some getting used to because we have trained ourselves to drink at like all times. So what was I going to say? So if you're still drinking and you're trying to forgive yourself, it's going to be rough. You're going to be beating yourself up. You're going to feel disappointed. You're going to not be able to do it. And it's just going to take a toll on your self-esteem. And it's really going to affect the way you can give and receive love. So choosing not to forgive yourself is just going to cost you a lot and is like going to weigh you down like a ton of bricks. So you can tell I'm nervous probably still. So I do have a forgiveness checklist that I've started that's going to help you start the process, because it's painful to hold on to all of that, and you probably don't even realize how much you're holding on to until you quit drinking, and then you're starting to feel all these feelings, and it's scary and it sucks, but it's great just to get rid of it and to start. So let's start forgiving ourselves, and grab the checklist from my bio. It's going to say Love Set, because all month I'm going to do a video every week that's going to have to do with sobriety and love and loving yourself and self-love and self-healing and all these things. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm on this incredible journey that I never thought I'd be on. And I know that's because God has intended me to use my voice and to help as many others as I can. So here I am. This was not part of the plan. I have a boutique online. It's a clothing boutique, athleisure and lifestyle, and that is the road I was going to take. And then next thing I know, blacking out, and now I've got to use my voice. So, so I'm here to help as many as I can. Please reach out if you need me. But anyway, check out my bio. There's all kinds of fun stuff in there, and I will put the checklist to forgive yourself in there, and let me know how you're doing.